then there's 2012. What happens to the standards today? Well, I'm going to tell you. About 45 years ago, I was friendly with somebody in high school. For about 3 or 4 years, we went through elementary, junior high, and high school, but we really weren't friendly until I was probably about 13, 14, 15, 16, somewhere around that. I turned 16 a little bit before he did, and that meant I was driving before he did, which meant that I could take the car out and we could double date before he could. And we ended up double dating. This is 1968 we're talking about. We were big shots. We came into town. Went to Da Vinci's. Anybody remember Da Vinci's? 20th and Wall? We were hot shots, so to speak. I was 16. The oldest guy in the group. Okay, the girls were 15. My friend was not quite 16 yet. And I drove. And his girlfriend fixed me up on a blind date. He told me at the end of the night that he didn't think that my blind date was really anything so special. He ended up marrying my blind date about 3 or 4 years later, and is still married to her today. And they have 3 beautiful children, and they have also spawned something else. And this is what I'm going to lay on you today. This is a total departure for me to play any of my songs. I've written a number of songs over the years, but I've gone back to writing as this friend of mine, after 45 years, has come out of the woodwork and said to me one day, I've written some songs, and I'd love you to hear them, because they need music added to them. I have some melodies in my head, but basically I'm a lyric writer. So I thought to myself, sure, 45 years later you come to me, what kind of a lyric writer you're going to be? You've been involved in a million other different businesses, none of them the music business. Well, he laid some of the greatest lyrics that I had ever had the opportunity to collaborate with anybody. His name is Peter Kursman. He's supposed to be here today. And he is here today through a song that we wrote together a couple of months ago that I'm going to play for you. Am I a little nervous? I don't get nervous. This is what we call a modern day standard. Maybe a show tune, maybe a standard. I hope that this being the first time you hear it, the first time it's being ever debuted in public. It's only been played a few times in private, and I'm going to try to put myself through it today and give it its first airing to this audience here at World Cafe Live. I never play my own songs at these shows. Today we break the rules. How do you write a love song? Where do you get each word? How do you put them all together in a tune you've never heard? How do you write a love song? And where do you find each note? How do you make it sound so pretty so the music seems to float? How do you get so inspired and make the music flow? Tell me what's required. Where does it come from? Where does it go? How do you write a love song? Where do you get the themes? How do you know exactly where you will infuse them in the dreams? How do you write a love song? When does each part unite? What tells you when you've got a phrase right, when the others seem so right? How do you come to the ending? Is there a big fanfare? Maybe you're pretending. When is it finished? When is it there? There really is no mystery to the songwriting that's inside of me. Here's my secret. No need to tweak it. All I ever have to do, I simply think of you. so inspired and make the music flow. Tell me what's required. Where does it come from? When does it go? How do you write a love song? Where do you get the key? Is it a sudden revelation? Does it come so easily? And how do you write a love song? Where do you place the chords? How do you arrange them in a sequence so you win Grammy Awards? How do you come to the ending? Is there a big fanfare? Maybe you're pretending. Where is it finished? When is it there? There really is no mystery to the songwriting that's inside of me. Here's my secret. It's really nothing new. No need to tweak it. What I say is true. All I ever have to do. I simply think of you. I simply think of you. That's almost spooky. Kinda loves it. It must be good. It must be good. See, we come up with a whole orchestra. That's from pushing buttons here that you can't see under the paper. Thank you very much for letting me do that. I really like that a lot. It makes me feel really good. Peter and I have now written about 15 songs over the past year. It started last April. He came to me, and here we are a year later, getting together once a week or once every couple weeks. And I must tell you, it's been a great feeling getting back to writing again. And he's a terrific, terrific lyricist and not a bad guy either. We've been having a great deal of fun. So we'll see where it goes. Again, debuting it here today was something that I decided a couple days ago. It's time to put one of these songs out and see if everybody can stay seated or if they're going to leave the room. So. Anyway.